Welcome back to Gale News, where the info is good, but not the editing. Before we jump right into what has happened these past few days, there is one piece of news that I want to put first. That yes, a few years ago, I was contacted by BioWare to be part of a focus group for Dragon Age VEILGUARD, and have been working with them pretty much ever since. I playtested the game a few times. I do know a lot more than what I'm saying. However, I am under no contract to say only positive reviews on the game. I just can't reveal anything that hasn't been officially made public. Mostly, it's a little bit complicated. There's some wiggle room. But there is a big group of us, so it's not just me. And if you don't like something, chances are that we actually said it first. Anyway, so a lot has happened the last few days, so we're just going to speed run this. Keep in mind I will be doing a bigger trailer breakdown, but those take a minute to edit and write, so this is to keep you kind of in the loop with all the little news bits that are being shown in social media and articles. First, last Sunday, the official trailer for Dragon Age VEILGUARD was shown at the Xbox show. It highlighted all the companions that you have in your journeys, and frankly, so many people did not like it. I would argue that people seemed to hate it. It was a war zone on Twitter. Along with the trailer, they released a little Dav Summer roadmap, which included the gameplay reveal trailer announcement, Q&A with some devs, and a Game Informer cover issue that will be coming later this month. EA also issued a press release page with some interesting information on the companions. The one making the biggest stir is Harding is said to have unexpected magical powers. Quite frankly, I don't know why they posted that in a press release. That was kind of big. Anyway, and then yesterday on Tuesday, we had the gameplay trailer, which was 20 minutes of basically the first little bit of the game, and that had a lot of people yelling that we are so back and is generally positively regarded. And now we just honestly have an info dump. There are so many little things that I just honestly can't keep up with. Despite knowing some things, I have no idea what I can and can't say sometimes because I think I shouldn't talk about it, and then someone just has it in an article. I'm lost here. So, So because there is so much down below, I'm linking to my friend FELASSAN's post on Tumblr that has basically every detail they could find. They did run out of space on one post, and it is now up to 3 posts, apparently soon to be 4 as of writing this. I'll update the list in the doobly-doo if a 4th is going to be made, and even if there's more, and I'll try to keep up with that. But for now, the major highlights. First, we have a collection of images of various locations from the game. Over the next few days, we also have a collection of rooks with their party of choice, also showcasing some different hairstyles and races to choose from. This is also sort of a leak, I guess, but Xbox accidentally published some images early, so we have this cool image of the companions chilling out together. Whee! On the character creator, you can play as human, canary, elf, and dwarf. There are options for non-binary pronouns. There are body sliders. This is a big one. The character creator has dozens of hair options, from long hair to curly locks. Quote, Epler took special care to show off the extensive curly and textured hair options in the game, including several versions of braids and locks, noting that increasing these options in particular was very important to them. You can change the lighting in the character creator. You can change Rook's appearance. Oh, by the way, Rook is the main character for the game. Their name is Rook. Congratulations. We can change Rook's appearance at any time in the game, but cannot change their class or backstory. You will choose between 6 backstories for your Rook: the Antivan Crows, the Veil Jumpers, the Lords of Fortune, the Mornwatch, the Grey Wardens, and the Shadow Dragons. These are not playable origins, but your character's history when they start the game. Any race, class, and gender can choose any backstory. There are 4 Rook voices. Similar to the previous game, we can choose Rook's name, but we will be called Rook throughout the game. The Inquisitor has returned, and you will customize them at the start of the game, along with picking your previous choices from the series in a menu in the character creator, rather than using the keep. This menu takes the form of tarot cards and is also aimed at helping people refresh their memory on what happened in the past. Story information. The game is set 9 years after Trespasser, making it 953 Dragon. The game starts with a prologue of Varric giving us some basic lore and setting up the scene similar to Dragon Age 2. There are deeper reports on the opening mission of the game, part of which was actually shown in the gameplay trailer. Now, the trailer did skip some of the bits of the opening, and Phil has nicely compiled some of these reports into one section. The TLDR, you have more of the city of Minrathous and also a crumbling castle for the lore nerds. A quick note from me, if this is the same thing that I played, we have not been to these locations before, so it's not Skyhold. I'm sorry. Rook's backstory will be brought up throughout the game. Now, this is just the best quote I can find, but the story has a lot of darkness tonally. These dark parts of the game contain the biggest spoilers, and however, the team really wanted to build in contrast between the dark and light moments in the game, as if everything was dark, nothing really feels dark. There is a hub, kind of like Skyhold or the Camp in Dragon Age Origins, and it's called the Lighthouse. All companion backstories are linked to important missions in the game. We make choices during these missions, and things can go wrong. Epler has this really cool quote that just casually confirms that Minrathous is built on the bones of part of the Elven Empire, and that the ancient elves use lyrium in their buildings. We've been thinking that this is real for a long time, but this is like the first confirmation for it, so that's fun to just casually confirm in a marketing thing. But the full quote is on the screen. I'm honestly kind of surprised that was just randomly dropped. We are going to the necropolis in Navarra. Character details. All of the companions are romanceable by any rook. Varric is a major character, but not a companion. I am so sorry. All the companions are pansexual, not player sexual, and their sexuality can be referenced in their past. Each romance has a different flavor. Currently, the only one we know is Emmerich is described as a gentleman that is intimate and sensual. All the companions are necessary to the story. You need all 7 to succeed. All are also recruited within the first act of the game. Friendship arcs are still a thing, and BioWare tried to make them more meaningful. Some characters, if not romance, might romance each other, with the given example being Tosh and Harding. There are cameos from the past games. And Gareth David Lloyd is still voicing Solus. I know maybe he sounded a little bit different, but despite, Solus not aging, Gareth does. So it's been 10 years, give the poor guy a break. Gameplay. The companions bond with Rook unlock different abilities for the character. There are 3 classes, Warrior, Rogue, and Mage, and each has 3 specializations. Right now, we only know the 3 Rogue specializations, which are Duelist, Saboteur, and Veil Ranger. You only have 2 companions with you at a time, and you issue them commands via a wheel that also pauses the combat. Along with the gameplay demo, there are screenshots of what this wheel looks like farther along in the game. Enemies have resistances and weaknesses that you will try to exploit in-game. Each class will also have a range option. Mage also has a close attack option. There is some very light platforming gameplay, so you can jump. Game is mission-based and not open world, but there are a few hubs you can explore. Side missions are handcrafted and highly curated. Dialogue wheel is back and with tone indicators. So the demons got a major overhaul, and we have seen a few of these with the Pride Demon and a Rage Demon. There are blood splatter in the game, but it was turned off during the gameplay trailer. Other. Coming to PS5, Xbox Series XS, I don't play Xbox, I don't know what that means, and PC. On consoles, you have the option between a performance mode and a quality mode for visuals. The game targets 60 frames per second. There are a ton of playstyle settings, including setting the timer for parry windows to help players get to experience the finer points of combat if they're bad at games, like me, or have some issues with the controllers and stuff like that. There are difficulty settings, including an easy mode and a mode where you cannot die in battle. There is apparently a lot of accessibility features, but they haven't announced them at this point. There are no microtransactions in the game, and the game is fully offline. The game will be rated M and includes nudity, and the big one, the one we've all been waiting for, there is a photo mode. So, shotgun round over, BioWare also launched their official Discord, where they will be holding a dev Q&A on the 14th. I have not really been keeping up with the community there, but I hear that there are some growing pains, and this is where the elderly BSN fans get their war flashbacks. Now, until the 17th, there is a giveaway for custom DAV-themed consoles. Link below if you want to enter. And by the way, if you win one and you listen to me, please, please, please send me photos. I want to see like the box that comes in. I'm just so curious to what this thing looks like. Is it a sticker? Is it actually printed on the console? I really want to know. So if you win this, let me know. I want to see pictures. Anyway, we also have word on who on the BioWare team wrote who. Mary Kirby, who was sadly laid off last year, and I'm still salty about it, wrote Varric and Lucanus. Patrick Weeks wrote for Tosh, and Epler wrote for Bellara. There's also going to be a separate video just about the character creator coming at a later date, but like even a window of when this should be has not been announced, so stay tuned. Also, if you are somehow seeing this video and have not seen any of the trailers, it should be noted that we got a release window, fall 2024. So get ready, VEILGUARD Autumn awaits. And that's all for now. I'm off to the video editing mines to go work on my trailer breakdowns, and hopefully we have some time to breathe before the next big drop so I can just get some more lore stuff out. But to rest, sure all.